yellow filter. This way. So that brown filter, I made these brown filters out of some bottles. The glass is much more clear than the other glass that I used the last time. The issue that I have with it though is it still seems too thick. I don't think the clarity is good enough because it's a bottle. It's not supposed to be used for a lens. I'm only using it to add contrast. I'm trying out different bottles, but I don't think I'm there yet. I don't think it's just going to be a matter of how clear the glass is. It's going to be how thin the glass is as well. I mean, it works good, but you got to have the right light coming through and everything, in order for the imagery. What happens is you lose a lot of the detail. Even the eyes are not as crisp, and that's a big thing with me since I started all this, is trying to figure out. That's where I come in with the filters. That's where the filters come from in the first place, is me trying to make the imagery more crisp in the camera so that when you guys see it, anybody come in my video sees it, you'll understand how easy this is. And then guarantee you go look with your own eyes. Yes, use the cameras as viewing devices, but when you see it with your own eyes, it's going to be much better for many reasons. Another big reason for that is YouTube itself. YouTube and putting videos up. I don't know if it's only YouTube. It might be Facebook, and they all might do it. I don't know, but they definitely change the pixels when videos are up. I don't know. Maybe it's just a digital thing. Maybe they're not doing it intentionally. I don't know. But I definitely noticed that the imagery is not as crisp and clear after I put it up and after some time. As a matter of fact, I could compare it to what the camera looks like at nighttime. What you see when you're watching my videos and I let the cameras go right to sundown, and you'll notice how they get very pixely. But the thing is you can still tell the true creator's work from our work, or from the human work, human concepts. You can tell the difference, and you can see that the human concept for digital anything, even analog, was always square pixels. Even when it was analog television and analog screens and monitors, even I guess monitors probably were analog at one time. No, maybe not, because they got rid of the tubes by then. Doing fishing? I'm doing videos. They're doing videos. Good for her. Some lady walking around down on the road taking videos. So I'm using the yellow filter today. I'm on my way now to go meet with someone who wanted to borrow a few dollars, and I'm going to see if I can get them to do the videos for me. Just a few hours maybe to start with, and see if I can get someone else's. I just like doing that once in a while. It seems to make an impact to me. When you can show that anybody can see it, all of us can see it. What's going to happen, I can predict what's going to happen, is he's going to be very afraid. I feel like I fucked up yesterday with that dude that there was a guy on the street with a sign saying looking for work, and I shouldn't have told him too much. I think if I would have stopped it, because I went and watched the video back a couple of times, and I'm thinking of his face. I didn't have his face on camera, but I'm thinking of his body language and his facial expressions when all of that went down. And he backed off. He took a couple steps away from me, and he stopped acting interested when I said feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast. If I left it open and just said take some videos of the clouds, my mistake. That's a mistake I should have learned from already in the past. Go ahead, lady. I should have already learned from that, but I fucked up. So with John, I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna not tell him too much. Fucking parking lot. This is a bad parking lot. It's not set up right. And then I noticed that somebody beeped yesterday too. A dude in the truck when I was talking to that guy. It's funny how much attention a tripod attracts, even more so than just a camera. I mean, look at the imagery. It's fucking banging, man. It's fucking banging. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh man. Yeah, even when it's snowing out, even with snow falling on the windshield, you can still digitally collect the EMNC. I'm gonna have to explain to John he can stand on his back porch. If he got texture, get it. If you got texture, get it, baby. Yeah, so it wasn't the $10 an hour thing. The $10 an hour thing is what he used as an excuse. The guy from yesterday. So so in other words, I noticed he shut down, took 2 steps back when I said feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast, faces only, I believe is how I said it. And he took a couple steps back, and then I continued on about the $10 an hour. You can do it while you're holding your sign. It's so easy. You can just hold your sign and hold the camera and the tripod up. All I want is to put it in someone else's hands, whether they accidentally collected it or because that's how I found it. It was accidental, right? So I don't care as long as someone else is holding that camera, and then I go and remaster it. That's all the evidence I need to show that anybody can do this. Anybody holding a fucking camera can aim them up at the clouds, look for where the texture is, and then wherever you see the texture, aim your camera there for a couple minutes. That's what I'm doing right now. They're moving really slow right now too. But look at the imagery. Image within image within image from the veil to the ground. Nobody wants to know the truth. That's the funny thing about it is that that seems to be the biggest thing. Because really there'd be no other reason to not want to see it. There's no reason to not want to see what it is I'm showing you all, okay? The only reason is it goes against everything you've ever heard, learned, thought, taught, programmed. And you're worried about your programs dissolving in a second if you go and admit that everything was a lie. You think you're gonna, everything you're gonna go into like a meltdown or something. And that's not true. That's not gonna happen. I mean, I can't see that. I mean, the technology, using the True Creator's work and using that technology is way better than doing what we're doing now, because right now there are people at the top that are using this technology against us every day in what we call all the kinds of things that I can't even talk about because one of them is YouTube, right? So fucking YouTube will shut my videos down and say that I'm spreading false information, and they'll fucking play that shit. So. Fucking awesome, man. Look at this shit. So, I know I jump around a lot. I'm just sitting here thinking about some shit. I'm gonna make a phone call too. I'll call this guy. Maybe I'll just have them meet right here. Hey John, how's it going? Are you out and about or are you still at home? I'm down here at Big Y, but I'm gonna get a coffee and go over to the other Main Street. So whenever you're call me. Yeah, so call me back when you're up and at 'em, and I'll meet you over there. Yeah, so call me from home before you leave. Yeah, call me from home before you take off. Right? And this way I'll tell you where I'm at that time. He's freaking weird, man. John's always doing weird shit. He's a nice guy, but he's fucking weird. Everybody is, I guess. Yeah, so the dude from yesterday went from 20 to 50 an hour. So I said, okay. I said, so 20, all right. It's kind of weird to me because, I mean, all you're doing is, he could have stood there with a sign. He's already standing there with the sign anyway. So to put a camera in your hand on a tripod, I just don't see why that's worth more than $10 an hour. If he's because I have had people that came to me from Craigslist that were professional photographers, and them I could see wanting to get paid, $25, $30 an hour or something like that for a part-time gig doing photography work. So, it's just really strange to me that he was like that dude. But I get that a lot, anyways, when you hit the fear factor, that's my whole point. It wasn't really about the money. Yes, he would have taken 20 an hour, and yes, it would have been more expensive than I would have wanted to pay somebody, definitely. But I would have done it just for an hour or two, just to show everybody that it doesn't matter who holds the fucking camera. We can all see this. And then if we want to deny seeing it, then that's fine too, because, so I'm just looking around for some texture. See what I'm doing, right? Looking around for some texture. There's a lot of stories to that. what are they adding for heavy metals and minerals to get a all silver day when the texture is not that good, when you're not going to draw the imagery that well, right? There's answers to all that, but again, I'll get shut down. My channel will get shut down if I even fucking talk about these things. I mean, right above my head is actually better than over there right at the moment. I can't get there. Maybe if I do this. Oh, actually, I could probably go over here. Just leave it there for a few minutes. So yeah, when I went to $20, you probably can't even hear me from the heater being on anyway. I went for the 20 to 50 bucks. Okay, so all right, so you need 20. Oh, I'm not saying that. And then I read his sign, and it says, you know, cut lawn, cut grass, do lawn work, that kind of thing. Clean basement clean outs, that kind of shit. He's willing to do. Even that shit, man. I mean, I do mechanical work that licensed mechanics will get paid anywhere from $1.25 to $250 an hour. That's what their businesses will charge customers for their employees' time. Those employees get paid around $65 to $80 an hour, $95 an hour is what they make, gross, right? They're not netting that, but they're grossing that, or netting it and not grossing it, whatever, which one it goes. So, anyways, he when you look at that, and I say to myself, holy fuck, man, how many times I do drywall work that, and at a rate that is, you know, $20 an hour, to be fair, right? So 20 bucks an hour. It's a small job, right? I'm gonna make a couple $100 on the job. But the thing is that the sheetrockers that are making $60, $70 an hour, and their bosses bill them out for $1.25 an hour, that kind of thing, or any other specialty, even mechanical work, you know. So here's this dude he's capable of like doing yard work and trash removal and that kind of thing. He's not putting himself out there for high-end carpentry work or any mechanical shit or anything like that. So I don't know where the fuck he gets off thinking that that's where, you know. No, man, no, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. On the books it's worth it, because on the books, that guy that makes 50, 60 bucks an hour or so, he's also getting part of his medical insurance is paid for. He's got some other pension benefits and shit like that. He gets paid time off, all kind, the stuff that comes with being a good slave. If you're going to be a good slave, I mean, you're still getting 78% of your money goes away in taxes, 30% right off the bat for income tax, and another 10% here and 5% there for your homeowner's tax. And if you rent, you're paying renters fees, whatever, it's included. The taxes, the homeowner's taxes included in your rent. So you don't ever get away from it. Go to the grocery store, go to the store, you're paying taxes. Every bill you pay has a tax on it. We all know this. Supposed to be meeting him for some money, and I forgot my fucking wallet. Unbelievable. Doing some weird stuff today. Oh, no wonder everyone's looking at me. I got fucking tissue on my chin. That's funny. Okay, let's try this again. No one says none. They didn't want to embarrass me, I guess. I don't know how I got tissue on my chin. I didn't blow my nose, I don't think, in a while. Got stuck to my ears, I guess. I could probably do better with a darker filter on right now. I could probably throw the red filter on, would be good too. I actually glued a blue filter in case I can get this guy John to do this. I glued a blue filter onto the camera I'm giving him, so this way he'll have. Usually I don't do that. I don't usually use blue filters because if you have blue sky behind the clouds, and I'm not going to have him do any trees or rocks, because if you have people collect from the trees and rocks right out the gate, it's not good either, because they start getting weirded out. Plenty of evidence of that in all my videos and stuff. Here and there I'll run into people on the trails, and when they see you putting a camera up to a stone and digitally collecting EMNC from the stone or a boulder or something like that, they freak out even more than the clouds. I think that really sets them out over the edge. They have to start telling themselves the Jesus in the toast thing and stories like that, the president in the potato that looks like a president, and all kinds of shit. They have to go with those lies, because I say that because if they didn't use, lady, what are you gonna do? Fucking hit me, you dumb bitch? What are you supposed to fucking do? Gotta wait for the fucking cars. She looked like she's gonna fucking hit me. She came up on me like 30 miles an hour. You know, I'm thinking about the auditors too and everything like that. As I go forward with the auditor series, I'm gonna start calling the auditors out for a bunch of other shit that they don't stick up for anyone's rights, including their own. I don't want to take nothing away from anybody. I mean, I like these guys. They seem like good guys. Like Sean Reyes from I'll just, whoever I can name, I name. Then Chris from DirectD. I like him. I like Tyrant Terminator. They're all good guys. Jay from Bay Area Transparency. These new guys that are out there are okay too. Freaking Media, he's an alright guy. There's a lot of good auditors. But what I don't understand still, after watching them for a few months now, and it's getting more and more apparent to me that definitely some of them I recognize as actors, but I have to be understanding and not get pissed all the time about everybody being an actor and an entertainer and being fake. You know, I can't help it, because when you're really working for YouTube like that, and that's the part that's getting me, is that there are so many laws that were put into place after Bush. It was going on all along, but in particular, certain laws that were created since Bush really enslaved us quite a bit. Just some of them, like I've been talking about them lately, they were bothering me. It was the chicken code, right? They made it a law that you can only have so many chickens, and no roosters if you didn't have more than, I think, 2.5 acres. They started all these ordinances, and at the same time, the fire ordinance. And I just heard one come over to Scanner today. It was called in. I don't know how many alarms the fire it was, but there was several trucks. They were kind of pissed off. You could hear it in their voice, because when they got there to the fire, it turned out to be someone who had pulled a permit to do outside burning. They were burning outside. So burning outside means even just having a fire in your fire pit. And they, at the time Obama was in charge, he put in a lot of shit into play, because I remember a lot of it going into play under Obama, and we started hearing all these new rules that it was only rules for us, not for them though too. I did notice anytime they could bust somebody for putting something in a fire that was not seasoned wood, even if the wood wasn't seasoned and it was too wet, they would get complaints, and they would come and tell you to put the fire out or stop burning wet wood. And then while they're there, they'll look around if they see anything. Like was using 2x4s, and unless I was to chop them 2x4s up into splinters, 2x3s, just some construction material, no paint on it, not pressure treated, just plain old 2x3s. And they had a problem with that, and it told me not to do that. He told me, you can't put that in there. It'd be $100 fine if he had to keep coming back to the house. He told me. Then another time it was too close to any structure, because they changed the distance of outside fire to a structure. Then they also changed how many fireplaces your house was allowed to have, and they were only going to be willing to inspect one fireplace for use for some other fucking ordinance that had been started. And they didn't even want to really, it was hard to even get permitted for that. So in other words, what happens is you can go ahead and light fires in the chimney. I still did. Problem is, if it burns down, the house burns down, if there's a fire in the chimney for any reason or anything like that, the insurance won't cover it because you were not licensed for it. Sorry, man. Thank you. Sorry. Should have flashed your lights. Should have flashed your fucking lights. I would have went. Anywho, So my thing is why are the auditors not calling out of town hall for all that, right? So let's say you go in and you get to pick up a, they're getting the salaries of everybody that works there and all that stuff. Some other things that we're all noticing, anybody that's watching these auditors should be noticing that town halls are closing down. They're closing more of their doors. DMVs and motor vehicles, and they're all doing a very similar thing where they're all shutting everything down more and more so that they're going online to do their business more and more. Since the auditors have come out, they're finding it easier to work out of the offices and do everything online, which they were already doing anyway. That was probably, you know, part of the deal. It's really nice. There, but there is over there. Too loud. What's going on? Borrowing John a few bucks. That guy John, he always calls him to borrow money.
Borrow money off you? Borrowed off me and over here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you gotta get it out of him in work or something.
Any weed on you?
Have a joint if you want to smoke it. Alright, meet me over in his parking lot. It's in here somewhere.
Yeah, I smoked my last one yesterday. Like, it's been as food stamps. Food in the house on the half. That's pretty wild.
You.
Open already?
Yep. Lot of smoking. Lots of smoking. I don't even know which one that is. I think it's C or D. I like changing it up. Every week I pull out a different batch. Yeah, when it's fresh, it's better. Yeah, when I got a half a joint, I smoke half, and then I smoke the other half. It's never as good. The second half's never as good.
Good.
I just seen him pulling out of somewhere. Post office, I think.
I gotta get a rake. Damn, he got hit already.
Oh yeah. Wonder what he crashed into. That truck needs a lot of body work. You think he needs a nice Mercedes?
Hey, what you hit? Who hit you? Back door.
I think he crashed.
Yeah, he
into
got
the garage.
Cova. Everybody's got Cova.
Oh, he's got COVID too? Is that what he's claiming? He does or she does?
He does. Fever can do it. Cova too. Yeah, just
Could be.
The piece in front. Right here. Ah. Trying to get my facility, give me a fucking the apartment in the front. This is only a 2-room. He's got a shower, toilet, everything. Cabinet, seat.
Any one of those apartments is good for you. Why? What are the other ones? Are 2 bedrooms or something?
No, he's got the second floor. He's got a bunch of shit.
What about that
they
one
need
that-
fixing.
Yeah.
The third floor we fixed. You haven't rented it out for a long time.
What about the Mercedes girl? What about her apartment? What's that, a
She
2-bedroom?
moved out. He had to move out. They owed him, I guess. They had to move out.
Yeah, I know. I heard the story like 6 or 8 months run or some shit. So,
They had to close it down. He wants to rent the third. He was talking.
you got hit by COVID? Yeah,
I
what
just
happened?
seen that. Just tell him.
Went to the Packers one night. That was that day. Well, the Packers were like watching that. That's George Street. Yeah. It was Mario. And it was dark. And making a turn.
It was the pole, or what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's right in that pole right there.
At least it was
Which
the
one?
pole.
This one right here?
Yeah. Yeah. So anyways, I made the turn.
Somebody hit you.
Ring. I reached to get it. I was making a turn. I have to arch. I said, you motherfucker.
Julio, kill it. Kill that roach. What happened? So you turned and you fucked it all up.
Yeah, he too tight of a turn, man.
Yeah, you fucked it all up.
It opens and closes.
Get the handle.
Broke. I got
You pull that out and pull it
Didn't look like it did anything. Did it look like it bent it? I don't know. I never really looked at it before.
What's that?
Did it make the pole go a little bit?
No,
Right?
just shake a little bit of the wood like there's a see the pole? There's like another pot wood that comes in the wire or whatever.
Yeah,
And then I just like
yeah,
slip it, you know what I mean?
yeah.
I thought I had to turn the light because I usually do that. I go up and I was making a turn the phone right. I went to go reach it. I thought I was going to do that. Motherfucker.
Oh boy.
That'll be
You didn't say you was pop. Way the fuck down with it pound. And saying when you came out,
I could have
they hit and reported. Somebody swiped something.
truck on the side of me there. That was
And it looks like it was either brown
That's my fault.
Yeah, I know. So definitely don't. Even if, yeah.
No,
I slid on some oil. Friend with me. I was spinning like that, like grabbed it like that. And so man, started spinning.
so you're looking at the laundromat today?
No, I was meeting this guy John down here. As a matter of fact, he's really supposed to be around, right?
Yeah.
Too much. I'm not gonna loan him. We wanted to borrow some money.
Oh, him.
Yeah.
Because ask Junior.
Who's John? The
He doesn't pay you
Yeah.
back.
Ask
Yeah.
Junior.
You don't pay back good.
You don't pay back. Just tell me you don't have it. Well, how much you want it?
He wants $20.
I mean, you could trust him, try it, you know what I mean? But he's always asking for something. It's like, one time I didn't know $5.
You know the thing is
Open
that
it.
if he pays you back the first time,
Right.
Ask him.
no. He pays you back the first time.
It's just the trick is the second time he's not, he's gonna get more. Like yeah.
So you get more, and then
He
you
lives right
I
over there.
can't
You know, he lives.
Yeah, but I don't like going to his house. I don't want to go inside of him. So
I see him all the
That's
time. He
coming.
comes out here.
yeah, he's gonna meet me over here somewhere by the laundromat somewhere when he gets it. He does that weird shit all the time.
You
There was,
want me to give it to him? I'll give it to him.
I want to wait for him because then I'm gonna think I'm gonna do is instead of asking him to get the money, I'm gonna make him do some work. Is what I'll do. I'll offer it in that way, anyways. And then if he says no, just with the cameras. You got the camera shit going on. I always offer money to you guys too.
He's gonna do the camera.
If he wants to work it out. All you gotta do is aim the fucking camera at the clouds. Don't get any easier than that.
Then you tell him like this. 2 months.
I'm going up there.
No, $10 an hour.
Like I'll
Doing
see
$10
you
an hour.
$10 a month.
All right, man. Good luck. Hope you feel better. No, fuck. I'll give him $10 an hour if he's gonna do it, as long as he does it right.
For 2 months, $20. Because if you don't
22
pay you, you
months.
ain't gonna get the $20.
No. I'll go do. I can get my $20 out of him right now. If he says yes, he'll do it. Then I'll say, okay, here's $20. Let's do it right now, and then I'll get 2 hours out of him. Then I'll go do it with him. Then he'll know how to do it. And the next time he calls me for $20, I'm gonna say, here's the camera again. Right? That kind of
I
thing.
think you should try it the other way because I don't trust him.
Let's get the work out of him first.
I don't trust him. Because he'll say he'll borrow.
All right, I'll do that because you know why I wanted to. Yeah, because you know he dicks me around every time. So you
always
may
have
be right.
problems talking about that he got money, but I see him come back. Okay.
Well, he works for the
Big
guy at the
lie.
laundromat too. You know, he does the shoveling and stuff like that. So he's got little side hustles going on everywhere.
Yeah, he got it with this lady. He had it with here.
Yeah, he comes down with a snowblower and stuff.
The
Yeah.
lady next door to us. No, the yellow house.
Right. Yeah, he's a hustler, so that's fine. But I don't want to give my money away for free. I'm broke too. First few
That's the
times he asked
thing.
me for money. Yeah, I ain't got no money to do this
You're
shit.
gonna go broke for somebody else. I see if he borrows $10.
Yeah, that's
all
what.
right.
Well, that's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to say, listen, this is what I'm going to do. Rather than borrow the money, why don't you do a couple hours of work and you just work the $20 out? And then if he gets the hang of it within a half hour, I'll just leave him the equipment, tell him when you're done, call me and I'll pick it up. You know?
Get some work out.
Yeah, I'll do something like that. Where were you headed? Down the packing?
I gotta go to Otis Ave over there. Because I got a nap on
I was just saying there was a fire over here they were claiming, and then it turned out to be a guy who was burning in his yard. He pulled a permit and everything.
it.
And they rushed a bunch of fire trucks over there. North Street and Church Street. North and Church, yeah.
That's North Church.
That's what they were saying over the radio. Somewhere in between North and Church there's a fire. Someone's calling. They can't find it where it is. They see the smoke bellowing up. Oh my God, get over there. So 3 trucks ran over there. And then the guy was pissed. You could hear it on the radio maybe about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. And then when he called, I heard it on the radio again. He called and then he's like, if the person has a permit for burning. They're burning over on, he said Church Street they were burning. She's like, they're burning in churches, something for church, and he pulled a permit. He's got a permit for burning. So you could tell he was kind of pissed off because someone called it in. There's a list that says who's burning. They should have known, and they could have just sent one guy in a car over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they could have just said, you know, hey, yeah, it's the guy who pulled
Instead
the
of sending
permit.
fucking fire
Right,
station,
right.
everybody else down there, the
Right.
cops.
They were sleeping. You could tell they were all sleeping. Then when they got back to barracks, they said, yeah, we're all back here, and you know, we're gonna be off the radio now.
So this app right there,
Yeah.
it's a free token. So I hit on that.
Right.
I can only make calls through that.
So the app picks up the signal. That's interesting. It seems like it's another option. It's another option other than the ones that you can buy at Walmart, like I get for my phones. You know, the whatever those called, all taco, whatever the hell they are.
Yeah. So I got that app and this one.
Oh, Straight Talk. That's it. Yeah.
This one's Talk Now, or Text Now. The other one is
Okay.
free tone. This is Text Now. Yeah, they're
I see.
on the phone.
Because you're not. All right.
Yeah, well, I go to Otis and then close to where that Wi-Fi is, and it'll start, you know, all the taxes, all the stuff. Boom, 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 boom.
All right. And what's over there what's so special about the Wi-Fi in that
Because
area?
he got it Wi-Fi from his TV. So the app, you got the app. You can grab the app. This
All right.
app right here, which is Text Now, and then the one next to it, Free Talk. So these are
I
free
see,
apps.
I
free
see.
Wi-Fi.
So if somebody over here, if somebody that lives over by you here had that app, you'd be able to use it by your house better, right? Or does it work good at your house or no? Because
I have no idea how it works. He's the one who put the apps on. They're free apps.
I see.
This Text Now, I got it for 3 months.
and how
I think
much?
it's a free service for 3 months,
Yeah.
and then after that you gotta pay.
Does it work down at the laundromat where that tower is that you
No.
showed me? No.
Doesn't work. It was working over here. Text Now, I had it first. Then it went, so I took it out. I was going down here by Jay Nolan's.
Mm-hmm.
I can get service there. It started working all the way down to the Nolan's. And then when I was coming back up here, past Jay Nolan's, service goes. Then I walk up here, service goes. So I don't get no service. Like I can get people who text me, Messenger, Facebook. I can't get. I gotta be up there.
So what if I text you from my phone and you're not there? When you get into range, do all your texts pop up?
Yeah,
They do.
all my taxes pop up. That's why I know.
I see.
Until I stop paying on the Wi-Fi. Hey, the Wi-Fi.
What's going on?
Hey,
Where's Peg at?
Which one? Oh, he
This
not.
nigga don't hurry up, you know what I'm saying?
He's not calling
Why
yet.
you choose my yard to fucking do this shit? Like,
He didn't. He
like
didn't.
that.
I ran
He
into
comes up
him.
here asking for chicken, asking for cell phone.
Yeah, he's always asking for his cell
He's
phone.
Hey, I need
He
to
asked
ask
me
me
to.
to. I need
He
to.
asked him. He
No,
asked him.
Julio tried to give him a cell phone, flip phone. That
I gave him several
I
of
don't
them.
want that. I want-
Yeah.
Why you?
You know
pick it-
what?
What I want to know is why you pick my goddamn yard.
He's gonna use it for
No, he
one
didn't.
day.
He didn't.
And then the
Gilbert
next
did.
day,
Oh,
he's
you
gonna
pick my yard to do
break
wheels
it.
there?
No. I'm not meeting him here. I'm meeting him at the laundromat.
Like, two deals over here.
Shut
How you been? I
And
saw
then-
you walking. Bellinger. I saw you.
Yeah, I went shopping.
I saw you. Well, I'm watching you.
I got a shot on you today.
I don't go back to work till Tuesday.
I see you guys everywhere. That's what I was just saying to him. I was spying on you.
Taco Bell. I got me a job.
Don't matter. Between the post office, Jane Alden's, Dunkin' Donuts, Dollar Tree,
All that, right?
the car wash,
What's up with
Big
Dollar Tree
Y.
septic tank?
Between all the places, I see you guys like
What's
everywhere.
up with Dollar General septic tank? They always shut down. Look.
Which
Dollar-
one is that? The one by Dunkin'?
Dollar General.
That's the one in Dunkin'?
No, the one by Big Y. I mean Dollar Tree. Sorry, Dollar Tree.
Okay.
Except the
The septic tanks was always fucked.
The one by Big Y is the one she's saying is the
Yeah,
septic's
oh,
always
Like the
open.
one with the smoke shop next to it and all that, and then Chinese restaurant.
When was the last time that septic was fucked up? Last year? Just a couple months ago?
Yeah, they shut it down.
Because they supposedly, well, I just heard a rumor that down there, see, because what happens is they all have to pitch in. It's been going on for years. The bowling alley,
Oh
the,
God.
the
Bull
car
Nose
wash,
with
the bowl, yep, they're all tied into the
it.
same
Oh,
system.
Shit.
So for years it's been going on. The town, that guy Al that owns the bowling alley, he,
His
That's
name's
not
Al
Al.
too.
Al.
That's not your Al,
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah.
No.
That's not Mr. Nose.
no, Al's, no, it's not that. No, this guy's a chubby guy. But anyways, Al's family's always owned that bowling alley since they opened it. So he's the owner now, is the son. So
I never went in there.
Can you believe that
it's
shit?
fucking fun. We should go bowling
believe that
sometime,
shit?
man. No one ever goes. Wednesday they open up
What,
early in the
you come to
afternoon,
bowling alley?
like 10.
When are they open?
Wednesdays they're all day
I've been
day.
trying to get him to go, but he's hitting poles. But he did.
He can't go out. He's got the flu.
Oh, he's fucking. He just leaving this shit.
It's probably the COVID got him.
Nah, he's got the
Yeah,
oh
it's over.
goddams.
Over.
No, he's got the goddams.
That fucking drain over there. Now that you say that, I never knew that the other one was tied into that. But the three drains that come out of from the Mexicali
Yeah.
and then the laundromat and even the pet store.
And the
Does it-
fucking car wash.
Yeah, for some reason, because
They're all in the same septic.
I was actually sticking up for Al. This was probably 8-9 years ago, and I went
What
down
was
to
it?
the town hall to their meeting.
Don't they need that flushed
Do you
out?
hear him yelling? Hey, can you guys
No,
hear
what
him
it was
yelling?
is the fucking laundromats.
Gilbert,
I was.
can you hear him yelling?
He's calling for you. He wants just dinner. Go
I
fucking
can't
cook
go
dinner for him.
No, I cannot go nowhere, you guys.
Go make dinner. He's
Nowhere.
got all the groceries
I can't
ready.
go nowhere.
Why?
Nowhere.
What do you mean you can't go make him dinner?
I can't go nowhere. This trip, I ride to go.
Oh,
in the
he
morning, in the
doesn't want you to
morning,
go
I go
anywhere.
He's like, oh, he's sucking that man's dick. He's my driver.
Yeah.
He's the one that's
I don't even hear this.
Shut up. You fucking hear it. You go around town.
He'd be happy. He's jealous. Be happy. I want to tell my Al story though, because I went down to the
well,
fucking
let's
town
tell
hall.
that. I gotta go because my man's
All right, get out of there before he gets mad at you. So, anyways, with that, all those fucking drains were tied in, right? But the laundromat, the guy who used, the old guy that died, he didn't want to pitch in, and Al was all behind on his pitching in for it. Big Y was the one funding all the money, so it was like $75,000 worth of year after year of having those drains cleaned out that none of them were paying for, but it was part of their lease agreement with Big Y. So Big Y was paying their portion. They are the leaser of all those properties. It's just interesting stuff to know. And those drains were there. And I got pissed about it because I worked in the laundromat. I know how those fucking drains are, man.
They never
Them
fixed
drains.
it.
What, no, but I'm saying is any laundromat has more lint in their drains than anybody else. The laundromat was at the time was blaming it on the restaurant. I don't remember what the restaurant was. It was not Mexicali. It was some other restaurant way back then. Do you remember what it was? What was it before it was Mexicali?
I know that Mexicali wasn't there when Charlie's was there. Charlie's?
Something like that,
Pizza
right?
place.
Pizza place, right?
And then you got Big Y.
Then
you
yeah,
got the
that one,
restaurant, you got
yep.
the store there.
But that
Pet
restaurant,
store?
okay, that's what I'm talking about. The Mexicali is next to the pet store,
Pet store,
right?
yeah.
So you got Big Y, Mexicali, pet store, laundromat, bowling alley. At one time, that Mexicali was another restaurant, but I think you might be right.
The
It might
Dollar
have been.
Tree was. It was Charlie's Pizza.
It was Charlie's Pizza.
Yeah,
It was,
right next door.
yeah. That's where the Dollar Tree was, but not where
Then
Mexicali
Dollar
was.
Tree, and then they got a little shop there. I don't think that was open at the time.
I wonder if they're having a separate issue now that's different than that issue, because it seems so far away from the other pile of buildings, you know? Because you had that separation between Big Y and Mexicali, and then you got the laundromat and the pet store and all that. Those are kind of separate, and then way over there, so it seems hard to believe. She's saying septic system, but they shouldn't have a septic over there. I think she just means the drain, the sewage drains.
Don't forget that they got the river going back all the way out.
Yeah, they're tied into town city sewer though. They shouldn't be on a septic. Like our house is on a septic, but none of these houses are.
Sure, everything's down underneath the
Yeah,
roads.
yeah.
Everything underneath the roads.
Yeah,
And then they come into the house
yeah,
underneath.
yeah. That's why we don't have any manhole covers in our neighborhood because we don't have any sewers.
Gotta pour your water or buy your water.
Oh, I know. Oh, that's bad.
You kill everything.
So this guy John, last time he wanted me to lend him some money, right? So I met him on the trail one day, and then he tells me, "Can you loan me some money and stuff?" I said, he told me what he wanted for was medicine and stuff for his wife and shit like this. Because he's like, I don't drink. I said,
I thought he didn't drink.
he said, everybody thinks I drink. Everybody thinks I drink, but I don't drink. So I said, all right, no problem. So he I don't want him, I wasn't trying to be a dick, but I just, for some reason, I didn't really trust him. So I said, well, I'll meet you at Walmart and I'll buy you the things that you said you need for your wife. So we got there, and he didn't want to buy any of the things for his wife. He didn't want to get none of that stuff. So I was like, but he still wanted me to give him the money, and then he wanted to go across the street to the pillow place, and he's on the phone and he ordered, you know that pillow and mattress place right across the Big Y?
Small little brother.
Yeah, so he gets on his phone, he's like, oh, I got to go pick up my pillows. And then all of a sudden he wanted me to drive him everywhere. He was in his wheelchair. And he wanted me to drive him everywhere. And I'm like, dude, if you got $60 to buy 3 pillows, because that's what they were, I think it was 2 or 3, but it was like 60 something bucks. Yeah, these were special pillows. And so anyway, so he puts so I said, I feel like you're fucking me around, man. You told me you didn't have any money, now you're buying pillows, $60, $70.
And he's probably got money on him. I don't know him too bad. The way he is. When he makes his money shoveling and and doing his thing, he does a thing like Church Street, I think, somewhere.
Yeah.
He makes his money. Last week I called him over at that yellow house. I said, what you doing?
Yeah.
I said, what you doing? He says, I'm collecting my money.
I like the way he takes his barrel from his house and he goes all around here and collects the cans and bottles like Julio does. Yeah. It's a good idea. It's a recycle bin. That is what it's for, really.
It's cleaning the streets, cans,
Yeah.
bottles, kids bring bottles. People get flats. I see a lot of glass on the side. See, the city, they don't do that every day. Go around with the sweeper and clean it around. They do it something like one day, I think, out of the week.
Yeah, a couple times a
2 days,
year
2
only,
days,
yeah.
Give them 2 days. They go all around here and secret areas.
Yeah. This place here never does any business, huh?
No, they got a bunch of antique shit. All kind of furniture.
No signage. You know, a nice sign would help.
The lady selling the place. She wants to do something.
What's it go with? It goes with the whole house and
The
everything?
whole thing, the whole house, it's got an apartment in the back that they renovated. I wanted to get that apartment too.
So the girl that has the original bee leaf right there in the corner,
Yeah. They
she
rent-
rents that.
Yeah.
Ah,
That's Ryan.
surprised they're not
I don't know
interested
the
in
other
it.
one's name. Ryan. I know Ryan. Which call it too long,
I'm surprised they're not interested in buying that for $350, because then they'd have that whole corner. You know, it's not a bad price.
They're selling. That place is going to be sold. Russo owns that.
You know that sucks that they shut that down for a fucking pot house, man.
Russo's is already sold. They went through the process now.
Oh, no shit, huh?
Yeah, Mayor June.
Well, that place there, that fucking diner was open for like 50-something years in this town. Remember?
I'm wondering if they bought that place. That was a restaurant.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was the hometown fucking diner, man. Everybody went there.
I wonder if they rented or they bought because they fixed it up and everything.
They had pictures in there from the 1950s, so they were definitely
Hey, you
open
guys
for a
gonna
long
drive up
time.
to his house?
Why is he coming out? Did he call you? I mean, I'm not gonna meet him here. He's not. He doesn't know I'm here. Big leg. Yeah, when
You
you
only
call him
live
Big
right
Leg.
down the street,
So what's going on?
next to the gun shop.
What's going on?
Yeah, he lives down there, but he's not meeting me. He doesn't know that I'm here. I'm not. The deal. Yeah, I'm just shooting shit with him.
I'll say Big Lady here. You can keep your legs.
No, he doesn't know that I'm
plenty
here.
of legs, man. Do you know what he did last week? Shit, you know. He had a silent person.
Yeah, how did he do?
He had something like a chance.
Yep. He's got an advertisement in
He had a
laundromat.
laundromat too. Chicken Rain, remember?
How can you do something like that when you need it?
Because he's got a.
I'm surprised her penmanship. She wouldn't
See,
just
the
ask
driver
somebody
that
else to
drives
write
me-
it for her. You know.
His wife.
Because if you guys
Well-
thought of that too, so you saw the same thing. Did you see it?
Well, the driver
You
that
see her
drives.
little ad.
The driver that
I mean,
drives me
yeah. So
every
why,
morning
if you
drives
write
her.
like that, then don't write. Just
Where'd
fucking.
she
You could have
go?
grabbed anyone else in the laundromat and just said, "Hey, can you write this for me?"
Right,
you know.
right.
There's nothing
It
to be
looked like
embarrassed
chicken
about.
scratch kindergarten.
Yeah.
It looked crazy.
Yeah.
So my driver picks her up. I go to my
So she goes on the
I'm
same
good.
bus.
Yeah, and my driver takes her. He says she fell in the
Yeah.
head. With snow.
Yeah.
She said he was out. He said he was out there with his leg trying to pick her. I said, y'all are wrong. So yeah, don't.
He does seem to take care of her. He's always whenever he calls me, it's always about getting something for her. You know.
Yeah, me us too.
It's like Julio. It's just like Julio.
I don't do anything.
All right,
I
I'm gonna
don't
get
take
out of here
Adderall.
too. Then.
I don't take Adderall.
All right, later.
Peace, dude. See you later.
Get out of here before John shows up. No, I'm gonna make him work it out. No, Gilbert talked me out of it. I'm just gonna. I was gonna give you the money to do this job before. Did
What job?
I tell you? I need somebody to do videos a little bit here
I
and
got
there.
it.
Well, how come he never told you that? He might not want you to do
because
it.
Julio's afraid of other dudes.
All right, well then I gotta do it through him next. I don't want
What
to get
is
him
going
upset.
on? What is going on?
All I do is I give you a camera. See that
Okay.
I got a camera aimed at the clouds
Uh-huh.
right now, and you do videos of the clouds.
Okay, I'll do it
So-
because you like the pictures of the clouds.
Not at all, but I don't want to tell you all the details of it because then you won't want to do it. So
Okay.
as far as
I'll
you're
do it.
concerned,
I'll do it.
as far as you're concerned, it's just pictures of clouds.
do it.
Right?
I'll do it.
All right.
I'll do it.
All right. So I will do with you. I'll work something out with you. I'm gonna see what John says. If John doesn't want to do it today, then I'll come back and I'll give you the
I'll do
details.
it right now.
Well, no, because you got to first approve it with your jealous boyfriend first
He is
before you.
fucking-
Yeah, well, so go approve it
Dude,
with him.
why? Why is he like that?
I have no idea.
goddamn.
That's the way men are.
48, Jesus. Because
Yeah.
every day he gets it. 3 times a day.
That's the way men are. So,
Motherfucker, come back, I need a job.
well, make sure you get it good with him, because if he says no, yeah, tell him to call me. He's so full of shit. Oh boy, people are fucking funny, man. All right, John, where the fuck are you? Tree in there. Giving you a hard time, huh? Let's see, I should probably come up on top of this tree. One, two. Fucking John. Let's see. This fucking guy. Cold out. Yeah, so those brown filters, the brown filters don't work that good. As good as I would like because of the thickness of them. So the search goes on for a thin brown bottle, a thin red bottle, a thin blue bottle. There's a vodka bottle that's a nice blue. I would like to try that. But I lose a lot of detail because of the thickness of the glass. And then I have a stock of the plastic filters, but they're all scratchy. So I don't know. I'm going to try to wax them, I guess. How to wax plastic without ruining it. I don't know if there's a way. I can try to buff them somehow or something. We're probably just going to mess them up. You know what I can use? I just thought, ouch. I just thought of, it might work is the headlight shit, the headlight fog defogger, headlight defogger, or whatever they call it. So I could try that. The imagery's fucking banging in the camera. It's really good. It's really nice. So I'm gonna give it up on this guy. He's taking too long. So when the auditors are auditing the town halls, when they're auditing that stuff, then why not get all the paperwork on each town hall? I mean, they're going state to state, town to town, so they don't have any. Not all of them anyway. Some of them do have ties to the area that they're auditing. Most of them don't, because you're trying to remain anonymous when you're auditing. So it is important to do that. They, even when they know it's an auditor, they still don't know which auditor it is a big help. In auditing, you can't really audit when everyone knows you're going to be there. It's not sincere. It's not legitimate to do that. But my whole thing about the auditors is, why not Google? Why are we not auditing Google and other government agencies that pretend that they're not government agencies? Why are we not auditing like Elon Musk's companies and those companies? Because those are the same thing. They're government companies. You didn't get to be a billionaire by accident. It's all government related. They're all these people at the top, if you want to call them people. You in my regular day, when I'm just walking about and thinking about shit, I can think of all of them. Now that I'm got the camera in front of me, I'm struggling to remember them all, but there are a lot of bylaws that were put in that trickle down under all the presidents. They put in these executive orders, starting with Bush. They always have to have a big reason behind it. Obama did it when we had some big mass things here and there that I cannot say, bang bangs, some shitty bang bangs and shitty boom booms, and we have those. We don't even know if they're real or not. Most of them are hoaxes, even hoaxes or psyops, if you want to call them that. If you don't want to call it a hoax, a lot of them are psyops, where a psyop, I would say more likely a psyop I would consider where people really get hurt and people really, get not here anymore with us. Can't say anything on YouTube. This is what I'm saying. So you can't say anything at all. It's not just a matter of being demonetized, because I don't try to get monetized and they shut me down. They're not shutting everybody down for monetization reasons. That's just a trap that you fall into. Once you start getting monetized, you're gonna get used to it, of course. So they got you by the balls, because if you say swear words, they will take away people that can see your channel. If you say anything out of what they don't agree with, who is they? They is us. We are they. And then you think about all these different orders that come down, executive orders that trickle down. It's pretty fucking crazy. So under Bush, I remember, people forget, like in my area here, all of the state parks, state forests, they all tightened up big time. They all got millions of dollars each in funding. Everybody got 0%, 100% matching on their loans, and they would get, I'm trying to remember the name of it, it's a grant. they would get grants. For example, this town that I live in, what they did was these guys are funny. These kids are funny. Um, they get a grant with it, so to build the firehouse, right? To build a new firehouse, I think our town put in 1 million, and the federal government put in 2.5 or some shit like that, something along those lines, to build a new firehouse. And then they did a similar thing for a fire truck and this that. So they use the grants that are offered under emergency conditions when we're tightening down. So they have a big psyop, for example, suspiciously take down some buildings, call it a terrorist attack. It's really done from within, but then the people that are from within that did it are the ones that are responsible for it. They will blame everyone else and call them the domestic terrorists, right? I can't say that word either. So they will declare the rest of the average citizen as the terrorist, and then themselves they declare as the innocent bystander. So then we become domestic terrorists when really the real terrorists, the ones that are in charge of it all. But we all should know this because they do make it very obvious. It is all very, very obvious, and for us to pretend that we can't see what's right in front of our own eyes, it just doesn't make any sense to continue doing. And a lot of argument and the feedback that I get whenever I say anything. That's why talking doesn't really do me any good. I want to show you guys the true creator's work. I want you to go see it for yourselves. I don't want you to take my word on any of this political shit I'm saying. I just have to mention that you'll feel better about being lied to all your life. You'll understand it when you realize that someone else, me, someone else out there has come to the same conclusions, and they're okay. It's going to be okay. It's not the end of the world. You don't have to keep going along with all their fucking lies. That's not what's going to end it, and you're going to feel that way. That's what scares most people away. That's probably what's keeping this guy John from wanting to use the camera. All those people that I was just talking to, there's the guy's girlfriend. As a matter of fact, in the same video earlier, I was talking about a couple of friends, his girlfriend that I was talking about doing the camera. Now she just told me that the reason why she didn't want to do it was because she didn't even know about it, because he was too jealous, and he didn't tell her because he doesn't want her hanging around with any guys, which she doesn't have to. All I have to do is show her what I'm looking for, and she fucking does it. That's it. So I only have to spend 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, gathering the equipment from her so I can post it and remaster it. So if this guy John doesn't pull up and want to do it, then I'll go back to her and let her do it, or at least offer it to her. But I got to go through him because I don't want to get anybody's jealousy bullshit either, But that explains that. That explains why she didn't want to do it. But the other two, they were also offered the money. They were also offered $10 an hour to aim a camera at the clouds. Now, what I'm doing right now, just shooting the shit with the camera, they can do the same thing. They can talk to the camera the whole time. They can say, "Oh my God, this guy Mike's fucking nuts. He's just paying me for cloud footage. Oh my God." Whatever. I don't care. You can say whatever. Advertise something. Advertise your services. That's what the guy yesterday with the cardboard sign saying, "I'm looking for work." He could have done the same thing. He could have put the camera on himself here and there onto his cardboard thing with his phone number on it, and they would go up on my YouTube channel. It's a local channel. He would have got a little bit of extra publicity from the 25 or 30 people that are watching my channel. But no, it's too weird for him to be, again, I learned my lesson. That's why I just said to her, I'm not even going to say nothing to her. And I know my other buddies have told her what it is I'm doing, and they've tried to scare her away, because one of them brings in a lot of religious baggage, and into whenever I show them this and whenever I show them the system, which is fine. I mean, you guys got your religious baggage and everything. I don't care. matter of fact, I would say that what I'm showing you proves all of your instincts of religion. It proves your instincts, but at the same time, it proves the facts that you pretend to live by, the unfactual facts, the lying ass system. It proves that to all be false. Um, but it's better to see it. You don't even need the words. Even the words coming out of my mouth, as I always say, don't really mean shit. It's not. Once you go look at the system and you're seeing the system for what it is, then you will understand it. You'll be spoken to in a totally different type of language, as visual language, I guess you could call it, because you'll see it, you'll look at it, contemplate it, and then you have to be able to understand it. You have to remember that everything you've ever heard, learned, thought, taught, program has been a lie. Otherwise, you will just never accept it. You won't accept what you see with your own eyes. You'll keep running back to all the falsities because in your mind you're thinking that it's just too much. It's just too much. There's no way this could possibly be true. And even though you're seeing it, even though you can prove it for yourself, you'll still claim this is not possible. All right, I'm gonna give up on this fucking prick. He's the one that wanted to borrow money. He plays this fucking game. Plays games all the time. I could even, if the mother said it was okay, I could even, these two kids here, they're very rambunctious. I could put a camera in each of their hands and let them do an hour each of cloud footage for me right now. And they'll, without telling them anything, just say, just the clouds. Here's what you're looking for. Here's what to drag the camera around. And I could very well do that. I think I'm going to change over to a darker filter, maybe even a red filter or a blue filter even. So off comes the yellow, on goes the blue. Oh, so I was saying that all the parks, including the park that I'm in now, after when we went under the Patriot Act, everything, it wasn't just the airports that all picked up. And then they put their fake shit out there, you know, the shoe bomber and this and that and all kinds of stuff that I, again, can't talk about. If I mention it, then my channel gets shut down. I don't know how long I'm thrown out of the Michael Oziak channel. I don't know how long I'm going to be thrown out of there. Maybe it could be another 90 days. Keep getting hit with these 90-day things. Some texture coming through now for the camera. The clouds are moving slow, so but I do see some texture coming through now, so I'll give it another minute. It's coming in camera right. So what they did with the Quabbin Reservoir is they put big fencing up all around the Quabbin. Can't go any of the places that you used to be able to walk over the dam. You used to be able to drive your fucking car down over the dam at the Quabbin Reservoir. There's a road that goes across. Now, only if you're a ranger can you get your truck past those. They put these big stones in front of it. They changed everything, man. All of the abandoned private property that we used to hang out on when we were kids, there were a lot of abandoned private property that you used to be able to go mudding, bicycling, trailing through without getting in any shit. But the town stopped all that as well. Not only this town that I live in now, but the town I grew up in stopped it. They all did. These orders came down, and there's no dingles for the kids to hang out in anymore. You can't do shit, man. There used to be dingles everywhere. Dingles meaning little small patches of woods and trees that you could go play in as a kid. Yeah, you're going to go a few hundred feet each way and you're going to come out of these woods, but you felt like you were camping when you were in there. You could go in some of them, you could go in deep enough and down deep enough in a gully. There's a dingle in Holyoke down by the school I used to go to in the Highlands, and it was awesome. That was just one of them. There was another dingle that was up on top of a hill. I don't know if they would call that a dingle or not. I don't know. But you go up on top of the hill, and you felt like you were camping. You felt like you could get away from everybody. You didn't see any houses. You didn't see anything. It was all woods when you looked around you, and you could kind of get away from it all, And you can't do that anymore. Those places are all off limits, and the police have agreements with the landowners. Sometimes the government ends up being the landowners because they're foreclosed on properties, but they're still private properties. They're not public property. Yeah, this is good. Here comes some texture. So if I gave John a blue filter, this is what he would be picking up right now. This is what he would be grabbing. Accidentally, coincidentally, would not even look in the camera, doesn't need to. Yeah, this is fucking awesome right here, coming through. So, yep, this is great. So when shit like this comes through, he doesn't even have to know what he's getting. It's still going to benefit me because I'm going to be able to prove to all of you that you can put this camera in anyone's hand. It's another reason why when I'm doing these videos, I just put the camera out in the yard and just aim it and leave it alone. Or you put it in the windshield and just pretty much just leave it alone. Because I know where to aim the camera. I can see the texture to simplify it all. I see the texture. So I'm trying to get that thing out of I got that something in my windshield. Yeah. I start hitting those little pieces of tape on my windshield. Yeah, it's fucking awesome, man. All directions, people. All directions. So if you have the ability to take a screenshot and then flip it around, take a screenshot right now of what you're seeing on your screen, and then every couple of seconds take another screenshot if you want to. And what you do is, once you have them in photo, rotate the photo around so you can look at them in all directions, and you'll understand what I mean, that the evidence is there, that the true creator does not see things as up, down, left, right, backward, forward, in and out. There's also an etc. in there as well, because the true creator sees everything as one. So it's not just up, down, left, right, backward, forward, in and out. It's everything. He sees everything as one. Not until the false creator / creator's work do you see the divisions. That's when you see math come into play. And there are no zeros and there's no infinity. Zero and infinity are a human concept. You will not find them in neither the true creator's work nor the false creator / creator's work. It doesn't exist. False creator / creator is the one that you would call God or Satan, Lord or devil. creator of the bio realm. The true creator is the above all creator. The builders work for the true creator. The builders that are all around us, building us and everything around us. Everything. I'm smoking a cigarette and shooting the shit with the camera, and the true creators builders are building me as my lips are moving, as I'm moving my hands around. They're building this cigarette that was built by a human. A human can't build nothing without the true creators builders. It's just a fact. They're around us, all around us. As a matter of fact, not only are they building the cigarette as I'm smoking it, but the builders are building the ash that's coming off the edge of the end of the cigarette. The builders are building the smoke that's bellowing up in the air. How do we know this? Because we can see it all. We can see it all. The smoke that's coming off my cigarette holds the true creator's imagery, and the true creator's builders are visible in that smoke. If you feed the system, the builders will build. So in this case here, what I'm feeding the builders myself as a human being is I'm feeding them this smoke coming from this tobacco that I bought from a store, to be a little more specific. So that particular smoke is still going to show me feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast. It's still going to show me the triangular builders no matter what. Even though the cigarette was grown, picked, and processed by a human being and now being smoked by a human being, it doesn't matter. It would be the same as if I went over here and started a fire. Here comes some more good imagery too coming through now. I wonder if I should not give him the blue filter. I wonder if I should give him a different filter or whoever, because the blue filter is really not as good as this. This one here is a pair of sunglasses that I cut up. I think I'm going to do is go buy some cheap sunglasses, make some new filters. I am going to do that. Fuck this guy. I'm going to call him one more time, and if he's not around, fuck him. Hey John, how you making out? Did I what? No, I'm over at the park actually. I'm over at the pool. Yeah, I'm right next door to you at the pool. Oh, okay. All right. Well, the thing is, well, this is the thing, though. This is the thing. What I was gonna do is, rather than loan you the money, I was gonna have you work the camera for a couple hours, and then I was gonna throw you $20 for running the camera at the clouds. Any day that you want. Any day that you want. But today's not good for you. So if you want to come do that, but if you're dizzy and you're feeling dizzy, I don't want you to come over and do it. But if you're not feeling dizzy, I'm here now. I'm here now, John, right here at the pool, and I'm waiting. So if you want to come over now, do a couple hours of the cloud videos, I'll give you $20, and you don't have to pay me back. You'll work it off. Okay, if you're too dizzy to walk over, then we'll do it another day when you're not so dizzy, right? Tomorrow, if you're not dizzy, you let me know. I'm here now. I'm here now. So if tomorrow's better for you and you're not dizzy tomorrow, then you let me know, and I'll come back down and meet up and try again. You know what I mean? Right? Because I mean, I'm set up right here already, right now with the cameras. I'm right next door to you. I'm over at the pool here, right next door to you, one house away. Matter of fact, I can see your house from here. I'm waving to you. See me? Look at me. I'm waving to you. Hello. Are you still there, John? He's dizzy. He must have fell down. I'll give him 10 minutes. He only lives right there in the fucking blue house. I can see the fucking house from here. He's literally one house away. This guy walks all over town anyway, and it wasn't very nice of me to say call him peg leg. The girl kept calling him peg leg, that girl, and I repeated it, and I felt bad that I repeated it because the guy's missing a leg. Why am I gonna call him peg leg? He sounds like he's fucking wasted though. He tells everybody he don't drink, but he sounds like he's wasted. This is gonna be really funny if he shows up because I'm gonna get a drunk fucking dude that can't see shit, and he's gonna extract this imagery from the cloud level, and I'm gonna remaster it, and I'm gonna laugh at everybody and say, "Come on, people, come on! If John can fucking do it, if John can do this, no one else can. Come on!" So I hope the hell he shows up. As a matter of fact, one of my channels, they called the Flat Earth Mountain channel. Flat Earth Mountain channel was based on something. I believe that's the channel I used as the Homeless Patent Project, or was it? Oh no, it was the Miguel Everyone channel. If you look at the email for the Miguel Everyone channel, the email is the Homeless Patent Project, and that was supposed to be. Well, it was, but it didn't work out. A way of helping out the homeless by putting a patent on any image that the homeless wanted to patent. Because what I noticed was Disney already has several images that are in the moon, that make up the moon. Disney owns the rights to several of them. Something else I noticed, and I don't know because I don't have a good enough telescope, but what fake ass lion ass science and lame ass lion ass media has told us about Pluto, there's I don't know what the hell to call it, a psyop about it. And when they show us the images of their telescope grabbing pictures of Pluto, of what we call Pluto, they have the Disney character Pluto, the image of the Disney character Pluto, strong enough to where people have noticed it. Now, this was many years ago that I saw that. I've never gone back and looked at it again since finding the True Creator's work and seeing the True Creator's work that makes up the moon. Because the great thing about the moon is the images never change. It's not like the clouds that are rolling by right now. They never change. Those never change. So let's go back over here. So to me, it's really, really close to my heart to do something like that, because the millions and millions of dollars that could be made off of the patents for the Homeless Patent Project. And I took it even further. You know what? I might start up on that again. I may get into it again, and I don't know who I'll call out to do it, but it was a very interesting journey that I was on back then. I was taking the moon around to tattoo shops and asking the tattoo artists, asking them to choose some of the images. And I had to crop the images in the moon. But what would happen is a freak out thing would happen when they realized it was the moon. So I learned by experimenting that instead of showing them that it was an image in the moon, I would totally crop out the whole identity of the moon itself, and I picked several images myself that I knew were very clear and distinct and crisp, that I knew that I could get them to see with their own eyes. And I did go around and I tried to do that, but it wasn't going very well because it was all a learning experiment. If I knew, knew then what I know now, not to tell anybody, then I might have gotten somewhere with it. But all the local tattoo artists around here, it was a different story. I'm gonna go look for this prick. If he doesn't show up, then I'm not gonna wait here all fucking day. He sounds like he's loaded, man. I should have known better. Everybody's such liars, Another girl that I met at the store that I was going to hit up to do some videos too claimed that she doesn't do drugs anymore and she's an ex-addict. And I believed her. But, why would I do something so stupid like that and believe anything anyone says? Just because I haven't seen her on it yet. Because I would see the signs if I did. I'm almost tempted to fucking go right to his backyard and make him do this drunk. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see him walking anywhere. I'm the dick. I got a door open somewhere. Rear door open. We got people pulled over all over the place, looks like. Yeah, they're all over the place. There was one tucked in between the buildings and the senior center. There's another one at the car wash. There was another one up the street from the car wash. There's lights on. There goes one on the left passing me there. There's another one when I was coming out of the park, out of the pool, that drove by. And I'm probably going to see that one again coming towards me in another minute because he was in an SUV. I mean, for a small little town, over the last 10, 15 years, things have gotten a lot more drastic. And I don't see him making. And yep, there he is. I see him. He's coming down. He's coming down a side street way up. He's going to be turning left most likely and coming right by me in a minute. But yeah, they've gotten a lot more drastic. I mean, for a town that the drug use has picked up, just like every town, you know, the heroin epidemic hit us just as good as everyone else. So it's pretty funny. Fucking rush me, buddy. Never see her. I think I'm already over 2 hours on this video. What a fucking waste of my time. That fucking drunken prick tells me he doesn't drink. He's a fucking liar. He's just fucking wasted. Okay, John. Good thing I understand his language. Alcoholic fucking drunken motherfucker. The language of the drunken fuck. Look at the imagery, people. It's fucking banging, man. It is banging. This should not be left for the drunken fucking drug addict fucking losers. This should be for all of us to go see and appreciate and understand what the hell the system is that we live. Since he didn't take the other camera, I suppose I can set up the other camera. Probably gonna come up. Look at the shit. Look at the fucking shit, man. Doesn't even matter where I fucking aim the thing, really. I mean, it's unbelievable how good it is. Feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast, over and over from the veil to the ground. It is this way. Image within image. So 1 hour and 30 something minutes. I guess I can leave it for a few more minutes till the battery dies. See which way the clouds are moving. Oh wow. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. It's probably the hardest thing about watching my videos because you're going to see it. And when you see it, you have a hard time. I mean, no one has a hard time ignoring what I'm showing you. What you have a hard time is subconsciously, it's going to be there. You now know that you can see it. So it's going to be harder to lie to yourself that it's not the way it is. You know, reality is something other than what we made it up. There is an actual reality that we all refuse. I guess I'll stay over there. I'd like to try the brown filter too. 3 in there. That's 2 hours, okay. So I'm gonna start a new video.